Sarah from Ancient Biblical Oils and Ancient Biblical Healing, and done a small tutorial on two of my favorite head coverings. The first one is the turban, and I've been wearing a head covering since 2010, I think 2010, yes, when I first read the Corinthians text. And like I explained in previous videos, it was really just a spiritual download for me. Throughout the years, I've not been able to find a direct instruction out of Moses's laws to say that it is law to wear head coverings, especially for women. You just see hints of it in stories, people wearing head coverings. You see hints of a woman who's who her husband suspects that she has adultery, and she's brought into the temple. And part of the process to test if she has been adulterous in drinking the bitter water is that her hair is untied or her hair is uncovered, which would show that she entered into the temple wearing a head covering, and that kind of would need to stand in front of Elohim exposed and then drink the bitter water in order to then see if her abdomen would swell, and she would then be, it would then mean that she was an adulteress. And there's other stories. So the understanding of head coverings, both for men and women, is more in the meaning of it, from a biblical perspective, from a scriptural perspective, and the Hebrew understanding of it. It is a sign between you and the Creator. It is a sign of having atonement, having a covering, being under an authority, and much more. But going back to the tutorial, there are many ways to tie a scarf. I don't actually think there is a right or a wrong way. In all the years of wearing a scarf, the turban, the linen fabric has been the most easiest one to tie, because it somehow just has enough texture in it to stay in place and to hold itself, so you don't have to tie it tightly and all of that. My second favorite scarf is the silk or satin scarf. I only have managed to find one pure silk scarf, and I would like to invest in more of those, again because you specifically see linen and silk mentioned in the scriptures as gifts from the king. And when it comes to the silk or the satin scarf, which is easiest to tie in the square form, you need then either, and like I showed you in the tutorial, it's a little velvet Alice band, which kind of helps to hold the scarf in place. Also, what works is a headband, like a toweling headband or a velvet headband, helps to hold the scarf in place. Yesterday somebody sent me something. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I will, of wearing like a beanie under the scarf, so yes, you do need a lot of the time, depending on the fabric, something underneath the scarf to hold it in place. And you do get other, like built-in, almost like caps, or they are like beanies that you can wear over your hair and then tie the scarf on top. But I don't. I use a headband, or I use the linen, and it really just stays well in place. Okay, blessings for the rest of your day.